Welcome to MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next. If you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next, and if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. Alright, so we got the underside of the roof section done for the moment. Of course, we still have to prime and paint everything, but so we'll start, let's see, from the fresh air intake here. Fresh air will be sucked in here. See, I put it close by the entryway to the doghouse, and then it'll go through the heater and come out here down into where the dog will be sleeping. And this is all insulated, and then we'll have some insulation up over in here too. So I've only got one hand here, so let me put this thing on the tripod and we'll show you where the magic happens. So when the roof decking and all is on there, this compartment will be sealed with the exception of this here. And this is where fresh air will get drawn in and then drawn into the back of the heater here. And then it'll get warmed, and then it'll go through that little sheet metal duct thing that I made, and then end up blown through this metal 4-inch metal ductwork down here and down inside that compartment. So, and then like I said, on this side, you know, we'll lay some insulation down in here to kind of help keep the heat in. And I don't have everything wired up just yet, but we're getting there. Just trying to get all the hard mechanical stuff done before I get to wiring anything. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mount our box for our thermostat. We're going to put it up here on this corner. So that's going to be the coolest place in the box, or it should be, because the door's right here. And then we'll run our conduit over here, and then run our cable up through into the top side there to wire into the heater. We want to make sure we got enough room for our elbow here. There we go. Alrighty then, let's get this going in here. Got a lot of extra wire here, but that's okay, you can always cut it off. And there we go. We're all the way over here to off. And adjust the thermostat however you want it. Easy peasy. So I've got all my wiring done here. Let me take you over here and show you. I've got the power cord coming in, and then it makes a break here and goes through underneath to the thermostat and then back, and that's what switches the heater on and off. Let me get the lid back open here for you. Alright, so the wire comes down through there, comes across, and goes down into here, into the thermostat, and then I can just set the thermostat at whatever temperature I want, and you get this thing to focus. And it cuts the heater on and off. So we're ready to start priming. I'm going to use a gray primer because I'm using a like a kind of a dark gray paint that's going to match the color of our roof, or at least compatible with it. And Bullseye makes a good one. This is what it looks like when you get it on there. If you use a bright white primer, then it's hard to coat over it, but that'll end up looking pretty good, I think. Alright, so I've got my doghouse all primed up here. I'll let it dry overnight. When I come out tomorrow, I'll be able to put a coat of paint on it. Then once the paint dries, then we can take it up on the porch and finish the rest of the build from there. Because it's really going to be too heavy if we finish it out here. Now it's time to put our finish coat on. Now that our primer's all good and dry, and we'll get that going. I'll show you the paint here. So what we're using is kind of a like a charcoal gray color, and what I was going for was to match the color of the roof, and you can see the some of the metal trim there on the side. It's time to start building our roof. So what we do is we square up one end here, make sure it's perfectly vertical, and then measure off and put our supports in on the top. And this side here will be hinged, the other side will be fixed, and that'll allow us access to get in to work on the heater if we have to in the future. So that way you don't have to rip the whole roof apart and be able to fix the heater if something goes wrong with it. Now we got all that and got our measurements. Time to cut our plywood. So we got our back side of our roof on. That's going to be the solid part. Now the tricky bit will be hinging this side. That won't be too tough. We can manage that pretty easy. Now what we'll do is we'll use these, which are recessed flathead screws, and they'll be flush with the roof, so we can, when we nail our shingles on there, it won't bump up.
Where it presses. You got it? Switch sides. You can leave the shingles out here. They get too damp.
That'll be fine. We gotta worry about anything.
There you go. There you go. Oh, man. What?
Ooh, that's enough for one night.